Something major is coming to ELEAGUE. In January, ELEAGUE will host the first CSGO major of 2017.
Come now, you can watch my eyes lighting up like I'm seeing red. Or you get your finger down on the trigger, I'll knock you out and lay you down, cause I come in fast. So I'm a bit close. Yeah, I know that you're trying to find my weak side. When I push this line on you, in 30 seconds you toast.
Target spotted. Let's move. Go, go, go.
The ELEAGUE Major. 16 of the best Counter-Strike teams from around the world will meet at the Fox Theater in Atlanta to compete for the $1 million prize purse January 27th through the 29th. Tickets are available now. Visit eleague.com for details on ticket packages, hotel information, and more.
beautiful.
Spirits step up, they stand.
What's up, guys? It's Puckett, and look who I found in the audience. It's Sir Scoots, a guy who's been behind the scenes, in front of the camera, basically since the start of Counter-Strike esports, back when we called it competitive gaming. Scoots, you've watched 10 majors, you've been at 7. What has this one been like so far for you?
I mean, it's been great so far. I mean, we're just kicking off here in the theater for the first time, and obviously I caught one of the studio days, which was very much like their online season, so that's awesome to watch. But so far it's been great. Again, like, I've spent a lot of time working majors or watching them at home. I haven't been at a Counter-Strike event. I was thinking about this in the flight. I haven't been to a Counter-Strike event as just like a fan or even a light player since the CPL days when I would just go play with my crappy team, right?
Early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s, right? So like to not be working this event, not have early crew times, get to sleep in, get to drink late at night, and be a fan like all these guys is actually really, really cool. I'm not jealous of you right now. You can have this job.
It's been a long weekend, but a fun one so far.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about the history, though. Over all of your years, you've seen so many pros, some still playing since the very beginning.
Sure.
Do you have a favorite player of all time that you've watched?
Oh man, you put me on the spot, bro. It's a tough one, and I'm gonna kind of caveat off what you said. Like a couple guys that have been playing this game long before Counter-Strike Global Offensive, right? And for I think 2 very different reasons, I would say probably Taz and Get Right. I love watching them both play. They play obviously very different styles. They've all had both very different careers out of 1.6 and now in Global Offensive. Obviously, Get Right's not having the greatest time right now with this team in the sense that they're not here, etc. But like, they're just legends, right? And when Get Right was the King Lurk and all those things, like, he was so exciting to watch. And Taz is the one that always motivates his team, yelling and screaming, so he's also very animated, very fun to watch, right? And of course, Taz and I go way back on who's older, who has more hair, and all those things. So those 2 guys are just, in my mind, like, will always be legends to me, regardless of what they're called here, right?
Absolutely, and we've seen so many scoots in the chat. Shout out to all of you guys watching at home. I've seen you signing autographs, shaking hands. What else are you doing here this weekend?
Well, obviously I'm helping the players finally organize a player association. Obviously that all started last month. We won't get into all the drama of it, but that's a very positive thing we're all working on. The players want to kind of get organized, get their voice unified, much like pro sports associations. It's kind of about time everyone else is kind of growing up around them, the businesses. So they finally realized that, hey, it's time that we kind of unify. We all compete in servers, we all hate each other sometimes, but we all are the same workforce here, and so we have a lot of the same needs, goals, requirements. So it's kind of nice to see that they came to me, and now I'm kind of helping them build this thing. Other than that, I'm doing some stuff with this charity right here, Gamers Outreach. Great charity that helps kids in hospitals, like, have video game stuff. You're familiar with them, you've done some stuff with them. And so kind of came out of retirement to do both those things this last couple of months. It's great.
It's been pretty incredible. Well, we got a full house downstairs, and as you can see behind us, upstairs is filling up as well. So if you're getting off work, get your ass down to the Fox Theater. This thing is epic. Thanks, Scoots.
Thank you, brother.
second map. And
sneaky side. How sweet is that juice?
900 days since the Danes.
Individually, they controlled, but it could never become reality.
automatic, gets the triple kill.
It was actually their second LAN together. You thought, right, well, there's their home map sorted. You can kind of put that to one side. But as I said, actually, that's the last time they won it. You know, yeah, they were looking amazing then. They've had a bunch of games since then, though, that they've been very close, and they've been against tier 2, low tier 1 teams. You know, it's not like they're playing the VPs of the world and losing it. That would be acceptable. So I agree. This has been shaky. So for me, they have put all their eggs in their basket on this one that they're going to win. And here's the key detail: is they're going to start on T side on this one. You know. We said before, we haven't really seen their T-side. Well, we didn't in the first map, actually. That's just because Astralis wrecked them so hard. So that if you're the Astralis guys, you can be all pretty confident. You're kind of playing, you can't lose in this map, but you can win the whole series, and you get to start CT and start rolling.
And meanwhile, over at Astralis, statistic, you don't have to go quite as far back to appreciate. Their last win comes against Team Liquid, where they absolutely blew them away here at this major.
Shoxy again. He did it back in Stockholm under Vitality in a different org, eliminating Astralis, has shut these Danes out of the server. Unbelievable series.